In here, and I'm going to briefly show you how to use Excel to make a graph. And this is for your iteration project. You are required to make two different graphs. Use Excel first, and I'll show you how to do that. It's really easy. And then I'm going to use Google Sheets. So let me share my screen. Okay, so this one is showing you the finished project or product. Here's my graph, which I'm just going to right click and then I'll copy that and I'll put it in on my Word file that has the question on there for your iteration project, which we'll talk about this in class. But how do I get that is I'm going to input my data over here. And so I just wanted to show you the final product. And now I'm going to go over and I'll just start I'll copy that and I'll start over here in a new one. So the first thing you need to remember is that this first column here is going to be your x-axis, which is the horizontal one, and that's going to be your time. And you're required to do more than 5 minutes at a time, and then no more than an hour at a time. But you have to have 5 different sets of times of walking, of running, jogging, of biking. It has to be man-powered. And so you can see here, the first time I did this, I walked for five minutes, and then I got a half mile. And then the next time I walked for 10 minutes and I got 0.9. So you get the idea. So to graph this, then I'm just going to highlight my numbers and I'm going to go up under here under insert. And I want to insert a chart, but I see that? There we go. Insert, and then I go over here, chart, and I click on the down arrow there, and I want to do a scatter plot, and you can do whatever kind with the lines. I like the lines connected or no lines. So I just click on that, and then it makes your graph right there for you. And now we just gotta pretty it up with some details. The first thing is I want to label my X and my Y axis. So I can go over under this plus sign here, and I'm going to click on the axis titles, and then it's up there, places for me to actually type in. So I just come over here and I delete what's in there. And I put in here, this is my distance in miles or however you're measuring it in. I think I got too much letters there. And then I'm going to click over here on the x-axis and I'm going to delete what's there. And this is my time in seconds. And then I might as well go ahead and change my title up here. And I'm going to put my last name. And then this is for my iteration project. Okay. Then the only other thing that you need to do is we want to figure out the slope of our graph here. So I'm going to click on the plus sign again, and I'm going to, what am I going to do? Trend line. I'm going to click on that. And then I'm going to click on more options here. So I'll click on I'll click on that. And then I'll click on more options. And then you'll see it comes up over here on the right-hand side. And I go down here to, what do I do? I think, oh yeah, I got to click on the bar here. That's why it's like I'm looking at the wrong thing. And if I click on down here, display equation on chart. And then you'll see this is my slope equation for this chart here. And you have to use this for part of the iteration questions on there. That's it for that for Excel, and I'll stop sharing on that one. And I'm going to now go back and I'll share Google Sheets. It's really very similar. So where's my Google Sheets? That's Excel. That's the one I want to be on. And let me do, yep, here it is. Okay, so I think you can see this. This is the same exact thing. Here's my finished product over here, and I'm going to go over to my tutorial or my blank one here, and I'm going to put my data in just like I did before. I got my x-axis data, which is my time. I have that in my first column here, and then my y-axis here. Same thing, I'm going to highlight, and now I'm going to go up under the insert button, and I'm going to click on chart. And then I'm going to just move this over a little bit, and you can see here we already have our X and our Y axis label. I just need to add in their actual unit of measurement. So distance was in miles, and my time, and then I'll change my title. So I'm just double clicking on these and hitting iteration project. And so now the only other thing I need to do is I like to have my line connected, and I need to do my linear line so that I can get my slope on there. This one's a little bit different. So if I come over here to, let's see, it is under customize. It's under series and trend line. And then I clicked on my trend line, and notice how my line comes up there. And then I want the label, and I click on the label, and I'm going to use the equation. And there's my slope equation right here. Oops, sorry. I'll undo that. And that's it. And you'll do the same thing. You're going to click on it, right click on it, copy it. I think that's right there. Copy chart. And then you're going to put that into your Word document. Thanks for watching, and hope that helps.